Ever wondered what it's like to be on the most insane flight imaginable? Welcome aboard the C-17 Globemaster, an aircraft that redefines the limits of heavy airlift. This isn't your typical passenger jet. This is a flying fortress built to operate where others simply can't. It's designed to drop troops, vehicles, and vital supplies directly into contested zones and onto damaged airfields. Its massive size might suggest limitations, but its performance tells a completely different story. This beast was built to land heavy loads on short runways, and it can even reverse its thrust in midair during a landing approach. That's not a typo. It can take off at incredible weights from just a few thousand feet of pavement. These aren't just features. They are the very capabilities that define its critical role in modern military and humanitarian operations. The C-17 doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It creates its own. Before any flight, the mission planning is intense. Every detail, from weight and balance to the center of gravity, is calculated with absolute precision. Cargo isn't just tied down. It's secured to withstand maneuvers that would tear other planes apart. The loadmasters check and double-check every restraint because a single mistake at this scale is catastrophic. Then, the real show begins. The 4 high-bypass turbofan engines spool up, not with a roar, but with a controlled surge of immense power. Despite its colossal mass, the acceleration is surprisingly strong. The aircraft lifts off the runway far earlier than you'd expect, leaving the ground with an undeniable sense of authority. This is where standard flying ends and survival-driven aviation begins. Once airborne, the C-17 showcases its agility. During aggressive flight profiles, it performs breathtakingly steep climbs, rocketing towards the sky to quickly get out of range of ground threats. But what goes up must come down, and the C-17 does it with style. Tactical descents, often called combat arrivals, are a sight to behold. To minimize exposure to enemy fire, the aircraft descends rapidly in a tight, spiraling corkscrew towards the runway. This isn't a gentle glide. It's a controlled plummet. Yet, inside the cockpit, everything is precise. The fly-by-wire systems constantly manage stability, allowing pilots to command maneuvers that would stress older airframes to their breaking point. You can literally see the wings flex under the immense pressure, as the aircraft's advanced systems continuously compensate. Flying low to the ground is another one of its specialties. Skimming just above the terrain, the margin for error is razor. Speed is managed with meticulous care, and crew coordination is a constant, fluid conversation. Every instrument is critical, and trust in training replaces any sense of comfort. But the real climax of the C-17's performance is the short-field landing. Imagine touching down on a runway that's damaged, unprepared, or simply too short for any other plane of its size. The touchdown is firm and deliberate. Instantly, the reverse thrusters deploy with a deafening roar, redirecting the massive engine airflow forward to act as a powerful brake. The aircraft stops in a distance that looks physically impossible. On the ground, there's no time to waste. Speed defines survival. The engines often stay running as cargo is offloaded and personnel deploy in a matter of minutes. The C-17 doesn't linger. Being a stationary target is the greatest risk. Takeoff is just as demanding. The plane departs at high weight from that same limited runway, climbing at an incredibly steep angle to clear terrain and escape danger. There is no room for hesitation. This raw power is also used for good. In humanitarian crises, the C-17 performs maximum capacity evacuation, lifting thousands of people to safety from war zones and natural disasters. The cargo bay is filled wall-to-wall with people, and the same aggressive flight profiles are used to escape unstable regions. What might look insane from the outside is actually a masterclass in calculated execution under extreme pressure. No maneuver is reckless. Every action follows strict procedure perfected through countless hours of training. The C-17 Globemaster is a unique blend of brute force and surgical precision. It bridges the gap between strategic reach and tactical access, carrying the weight of critical operations into places no other aircraft can go. It doesn't dominate with speed or weapons. It dominates with pure, unadulterated capability. When the mission demands the impossible, the C-17 delivers. Thanks for watching. If you were as amazed by the C-17 as I am, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most incredible machines. See you in the next one.